Well, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Broadband and Bully presents to you today MVP Magazine versus Jwags. Somebody old has got to go. And listen, while the room is filling up, you'd be so kind as to hit the like button. Let me get my headphones. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So somebody always got to go. You guys would be so as the room is filling up. You'd be so kind, like I said, hit the like button. We got Michael McCory, Lex Press. What's going on, man? Frozen Magma. What's good? What's up, man? Hey, Frozen, what's going on, man? I know you can use $20 in Wii Shop money, bro. I need a Nintendo dude up there, man.
Oh yeah, please.
I know you need a selfie of Princess Peach, man. You know, you repping the Joy-Con boys kind of hard, man. I need you up here. Listen,
I want it for that one, man.
Filling up, if you be so kind again as to hit the like button, man. MVP just left the mosque. He was kind enough to join us today, man. It's on a spiritual voyage right now, you know what I mean? So ain't gonna be too much swing on his behalf, man. He's eating the beef jerky, you know what I mean? Praying to the cows and everything. LG Gamers was good. Xbox Juice, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Woo! I was just on my deathbed. I had to come back to life just now. Hey, Post, you there, Post?
About that cause. What's good? Y'all already know who it is. Post up with the close up, Mr. Let's Talk About It. And I am here today to moderate this debate. We want to keep it clean. No, we ain't gonna keep it clean. Everything goes, even below the belt, baby.
Oh, damn! So I can be me.
Yeah, you can be. I just say that. Please allow each other to speak or respond to whatever is being talked about. Please allow someone to rebuttal whatever you all are talking about in regards to the questions that are being asked. Other than that, let's get it, baby.
Okay. Right, what's going on, guys? Jwags 412. Thank you so much for coming out to the live stream. It's my first debate, my first time to the ring, as Next Gen 720 would say. But I'm excited to do this shit, and that's it.
All right. Now we have somebody that's a very, very dangerous opponent who has friend nor foe. You know what I mean? He's normally used to that black on black crime. He stay going that deep throat. He's known for asking deep. What are you, mad? You there, bro?
Yeah, I'm there. It's MVP Magazine, Dipset. You already know what it is. I've been busy, so I haven't been dropping content. You know I'm going to be coming at niggas next because Forza didn't even chart in the UK chart. So I'm definitely going to be getting on you niggas next about that video. But yeah.
Digital.
I'm back, man.
Digital.
All right, I like it already. Let's.
All right, okay. All right. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you be so kind as to Neverland X. Shout out to everybody. I got like one arm kind of on a good tip, so I'm a little slow getting back to the chat. If you're saying what's up to me and I don't see it, like again, I do. What's up, you know what I mean? If I don't see it, I'm not ignoring anybody. But anyway, getting right at 8 Post. Do me a favor, good brother. Actually, you asked. First of all, we got. Let me go here. We got Wags and we got MVP. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, you go first. All right. So Post. So do me a favor. Ask them the question. Do me a favor. The question that you got too. Send them, repost them again in our chat so I can see them. I can read them myself. But ask the first question. But how it goes? Well, MVP probably know how it goes. If Post gonna ask both of you guys the same question, and then ask if somebody wants to rebuttal something that the other person said, just give you time to do so and be respectful because we start to scream at the same time. Get nobody hit, you know what I mean? So just,
yes, sir.
Be respectful. You know what I mean? But so get Post. You got the first question.
Yeah, I'm about to send them to you now.
All right.
Let me see here.
You want me to ask or you want to ask it?
It don't matter. Let me.
Send it. Shoot it in the pipe. You can.
It's multiple ones, so you can pick whatever.
Okay, you picked the first one. Just send them to send them again so I can look. I'm still posting the link. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm running on Black Man time right now. We kind of late, so.
All right, there you go.
All right, bet. So get.
So you want me to kick off the first one?
Yeah.
All right. So the first one, guys. The first one up is Phil Spencer recently came out and said pretty much that crossplay is pretty much dead when it comes to getting Sony to jump on board. Is Sony preventing or stalling the industry from moving forward when it comes to online play?
Okay, that's the end of the question.
Yep.
I'll start that off. That's weird because I was actually thinking about that today. So the question was, is Sony halting the progression, right, of gaming in general by not promoting crossplay?
When it comes to online play.
Yeah, I would say so. The reason they gave us is I think it's something with their online infrastructure, right? They don't want they say like cursing or something. Is that something like that? They don't want cursing in their party chat. They want to control their they want to have complete control over their population, their gaming community. So I don't know why they don't want to do crossplay. Even Nintendo is willing to do crossplay PC. So the fact that PS4 doesn't want to do that, I can't come up with a good reason as to why they don't want to do that. But the fact that they don't want to do that is kind of selfish on their part, and that is more of an anti-consumer move than anything. I understand from a business perspective where they're coming from, because right now, technically, number-wise, they're leading the way for sales. So I think their thought process is, why am I going to let crossplay happen across the board when we're in the lead? If you want to play our shit, you got to buy a PS4. So I think that's where their mindset is coming from on that decision.
Well, I'd like to add something to that. Now, whilst it may be a small bomber for certain games and stuff, it may be a little bit of a downer and stuff like that, I wouldn't say it's holding back online gaming as a whole and stuff like that. That to me, that doesn't even make sense to say something like that, even as a topic, because first of all, Sony had cross-play games available on the PlayStation platform a while ago with games like DC Universe and a whole lot of other games and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. If these were certain big games like Mortal Kombat, if we had NetherRealm coming out right now and saying, yo, we want to make sure the next Mortal Kombat game or the one that's out now is cross-platform, I could totally understand it. But so far, all they're talking about is some cack indie titles that don't really make a difference to anyone. What really makes a difference to online, in fact, is actual services and features. And since this generation has begun, Sony have been on point with that. They've given us stuff that we've never had before, like streaming directly to YouTube, stuff like SharePlay. All of those features are brand new. Whoa. I wouldn't even fucking, hold on. Hold on, bro. I wouldn't even fucking have a channel if it wasn't for Sony, because of the way, well, real talk, the Xbox really got me started making more videos and stuff, because I love the integration of being able to use the Kinect. I don't know, some guys that was on my channel from a while ago when I actually used to be on camera and shit like that, and the funny skits I used to do on the Xbox, that was dope. But Sony took it to the next level with allowing me to be creative, put my own music in there and do certain things. So all around, not just actual having things like, they've even got things like communities. That's another feature I've added. Sony have added so much to the actual space of online that crossplay is a minor and stuff like that right now. Do you know what I'm saying? They're doing other things. That's not that really important.
It was in the context of Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony. We're excluding PC. Nintendo, we're excluding PC in the conversation. It's amongst the console.
Yeah, but okay, with Nintendo, I love Nintendo. You guys know I love Nintendo, but fuck them niggas. I can't even send a message to all the people I've got on my friends list. So before Nintendo want to start about cross chat, let's get message sorted out.
Oh crap!
And all that.
What we get?
You want to rebuttal that, Jwags?
Yeah, I got a long about for that, but I'm wondering what. I wonder what we're getting hyped about though. Are we getting hyped because we're thrashing Nintendo here or what?
Oh no.
Because he's okay. I go off that about days, but yeah, I'm gonna rebuttal this.
Put him in this place. Yeah, go.
Yeah, the original question was about is crossplay holding game back in general. So my question to you, MVP. Y'all hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Oh, you'll be fucking kidding me.
I can hear you.
We can hear you, brother.
I'll just talk things. My fucking headphones are fucking. Hold on a second. All right. So when it comes to PS4 holding back that whole topic, right? Let me ask you this question. All right. Yes, Do you not think that crossplay is a big? You don't think that's a big issue? You don't think that's to the benefit of everybody? No,
not really, because think about it. When the beginning of this generation started, yeah, nobody was talking about it. To tell the truth, we weren't even talking about 4K. I'm kind of tired of letting the mainstream media dictate to us what we want. We didn't ask for 4K. We asked for 1080p, 60 frames per second, but we ain't getting that because of what the media are telling us. And it's the same thing with crossplay. How many gamers, actually, tell me how many times crossplay was the front story, a big story, before it just got brought up recently. It wasn't. Nobody cared. It wasn't a big deal. We had crossplay in DC Universe Online at the beginning of the generation and other games. Nobody cared. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got crossplay games at the moment. It's called Street Fighter 5. Nobody cares. Do you know what I'm saying? Nobody cares. People care about stuff like share play. People care about stuff like communities. You know why? Because when Sony implement them on their console, Microsoft implement them right after. And that's not me knocking Microsoft. That's what you're supposed to do when someone comes with a good idea. So as far as implementing online ideas, which are good, Sony are doing that because we can see it because other companies are copying. Same way Sony copied Microsoft with paying for online and other things. Do you know what I'm saying? This is how the industry works, homie.
You want to answer that, Jwags, or we move
along? I don't think there's any way to do that, homie.
Oh, wait, oh Lord, that boy ain't got no respect for the boy. But listen,
I fought with my boy. I fought with him. He's respectful, but I'm helping him out right now. I'm helping him out.
Man, wait, hold on. Hey, Wags, you out there back there? You might pull a hailstorm, man. You ain't Wags. Where you at, Wags? Wags. Throw the towel! Throw the goddamn towel! Hey, Wags, where you at, Wags? Oh, wait. Oh, Lord.
See, I hit him with some of that juice sauce, man. I hit him with the juice sauce.
No, man. We got to hit him with. We got to use the black. Give him the black bottle. Oh, Wags, no, his mic muted. Wags, man, you said you wanted this, baby. Now it's back there. He came back. I don't know what the hell happened. His voice got real deep. I don't know
what in the. And first of all,
we can hear you
next
now.
gen. Don't compare me to Halo Storm, man. And that's the bit. I heard that shit. I've been trying to talk for the past 10 fucking minutes. My fucking mic is fucking up of all things.
Hold on. Get your mic together.
Get your mic together.
Yeah, this is prime time.
We'll get you a bottle of water.
Go get your bottle of water. Whatever you got. You got to
stretch your shoulders out or something.
Yeah, do Pilates. Get your mic together.
Anyway, y'all hear me good?
Okay, yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Your mic good now, bro?
I think I'm good. Yeah, let's make sure I can hear you all. I didn't hear anything that MVP said for the past 2 minutes. But what I heard the original party said about the crossplay thing. And crossplay, it's never been the front story correct. It's never been, the main issue in gaming. But that is something that a lot of people want. A lot of people want to be able to just pick up, I don't have to buy this game on PS4 or Xbox. I can have it on any system and play my friends. And a good proof of that is Rocket League implementing that with Nintendo's jumping on board with it. Xbox and PC, they're all crossplay together. And what that does, that's good for everybody involved. That's good for all gamers. That makes the player count higher. You can find a match quicker. It's just a better overall thing for gaming. So when MVP says it's not important, man, I don't agree with that. I didn't hear the rest of your rebuttal because my mic was messing up. But that is absolutely crossplay, man. There's no good excuse as to why PS4 doesn't want to participate in crossplay. There's really nothing.
It's not a priority.
Okay, I understand it's not priority, but I'm going to the other thing you said about. I believe what you said, if I'm hearing you correctly here. You said the PS4 has better online features than the Xbox?
No, I said Sony have implemented some innovative features that didn't exist before this generation, which is true. Before this generation,
streaming to YouTube.
Well, and share play and communities where you can go and find other people who like the same kind of games as you, shit like that.
PlayStation started that shit?
Yeah, where was the communities on Xbox before?
I recall them communities on Xbox. Hasn't that been there since the release of Xbox?
Which Xbox, sir?
Xbox One.
Xbox One. There was no communities feature.
On Xbox One.
Not before the PlayStation, sir. No.
Okay. So you got your communities, you got share play, and that's where you're sticking to as far as you're saying that's more important than crossplay.
Well, those are innovative features that were well. So We didn't actually talk about what's more important. I was just making a point that Sony are bringing up features that we've never had before for online. So the simple fact that they don't have cross-play, it's not so bad. Well, they don't need cross-play on all their games. And here's the thing, like I said before, it's not like we've got when NetherRealm, Capcom, and all the big boys like Activision say, yeah, we want cross-play, then I can see it as more of something, okay, it's more of a priority. But it's just for indie games now. Who wants that? The biggest game of crossplay we got right now is Street Fighter 5 and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? If Microsoft were really interested in crossplay, yeah, almost every single game that's on the Xbox and PC would have that compatibility and stuff like that. But they're not that serious. Apparently, somebody actually posted in Bang Bang today that they actually turned away a couple of crossplay opportunities with the PlayStation.
You know why? You know why Sony doesn't want crossplay?
Microsoft actually turned away a couple of opportunities for crossplay with the PlayStation. I believe somebody posted the story in Bang Bang today.
Just a random story that they posted that. All right, who knows? Who knows exactly what the company said? But I'm going back to a point you said before that you said that if Capcom or these other NetherRealm, these big companies, if they don't want to do crossplay, then it's not important. That's not what the fuck. Sorry, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about for the gamer. I don't care what they want to do. I'm talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying for the gamer. Like Capcom and NetherRealm and all these big companies being interested in crossplay obviously benefit us because it's the biggest companies which make the best games wanting to have crossplay. So far, they're not interested in it. Why? Because they make more money doing it like this anyway. It sucks for us and stuff like that, but hey, it's the way it is.
Right. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you. Right now, crossplay definitely isn't an issue while other big developers aren't on board. Do you know what I'm saying? Right now, to be honest, Microsoft are using crossplay to take away from this, to kind of divert from the fact that they haven't got a strong exclusive lineup. It's simple 48 Laws of Power. Phil Spencer's been playing the 48 Laws of Power this whole generation and shit. If you've read the book, you'll understand. It's minor.
Yeah, you keep going off into random tangents about this or that, but
No, not really. I'm pretty much on point, homie. You got to be able to follow.
No, I'm glad you touched on the point though. You said yourself just a couple minutes ago here. You said that it's not beneficial. It's not crossplay. I'm glad you pointed that out, and that is the only reason why PS4 does not want to do it because it's not profitable to them or these big developers.
No, that's not really the only. That's definitely not the only reason.
What you just said, though.
The monetary gain is definitely the monetary gain is definitely an aspect, but it's not the only reason and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Right now, to tell the truth, there's no real merit. You know what I'm saying? It's not with all the things that's happening in the gaming landscape right now. It's not really something.
I understand what you're saying. It's not top priority, but it's still that's not even the question though. Like, do I think it's holding it back? Like you said, is it holding it back? Yes, in a very minute way. It's not the top problem PS4 has or Xbox has or any other game company has, but it is something that should be implemented sometime soon here. It's something that every gamer could agree. There's not one person who a gamer out there that would say, no, fuck that. I don't want crossplay. Everybody wants that. Would you agree with that?
No, not really.
Oh, my God. Everybody wants crossplay. I want crossplay because the Sony guys would get destroyed on the Xbox side. I got PS4 and Xbox, man. Every time I go play a multiplayer game on Sony, I'm MVP, man. I'm going, I'm undefeated. Xbox, I brought that back. Your money where your mouth is and play me at Killer Instinct afterwards. Okay, that's a fighting game. I never said I was good at fighting games.
Oh, here we go. Did you see that, people? Did you see the instant backtrack, people?
The backtrack. You're talking about the Xbox
I love
game.
About live shit.
What are you talking about?
I love about live shit.
You're talking about Xbox.
Talk about it.
You say Killer Instinct. You didn't say Street Fighter. You didn't say with that other bullshit game you guys got.
That's the Xbox game. I'll play you.
Exactly. That's what I said. The Xbox communities are killers out there. Now I'm not a fighting game guy. I didn't say a fighting game, but bet money you go on there online and get your fucking ass whooped on the Xbox side. I never said I'll do it. I'm glad you're getting me into this, man. So that is the question, right? So are we done with this? So my whole question to you was: so you don't think that crossplay matters to the gamer, right? You don't think anybody's really interested in crossplay?
I don't think it's a big priority.
I didn't say priority. I'm saying you think the gamers. Everybody can agree. I'm looking at the chat here. I think everybody in the chat could agree that crossplay is a positive thing for gaming.
it's okay. It's not necessarily a priority.
Okay. That's what you said. I didn't say again. You keep trying to. I didn't say priority.
No, but here's the thing. If we're addressing the fact that if we're talking about the fact that whether it's holding online gaming back or not, it's not simple as that. It's not. What we need right now in online gaming, if anything, is we need party chat to be standard on every platform. The Nintendo still ain't got it. We need messaging to be more better. We need parties to be more stable. We need online to be more stable. If anything, how about more dedicated service for games before we get to fucking cross play? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit don't make sense. All of this shit is backwards. I prefer dedicated service for every.
I understand that point. I understand that point. I agree with you on all the points you just made about these things that need to be addressed now. But crossplay is still something that like everybody can benefit from.
Yeah, crossplay is something. Crossplay is like a Snap feature on the Xbox. I love Snap. I can't do without Snap. Everyone's like, you're crazy. But for me, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's not necessary to enjoy my Xbox One, but it's a cool addition. Right. But is it necessary to enjoy online? Hell no, because I still got party chat. I still got my Xbox Live events. I still got my free games every month. Do you know what I'm saying? Right. Come on, man. You're gonna have to do better than this.
No, that shit. No, like I agree with some of the shit you're saying, man. But like the one thing with crossplay is like you said, maybe it's not holding this shit back as a whole. You know, it's not holding the fucking industry, but it is something that needs to be addressed and something that could push it forward. It is a minute thing that is holding it back because if this was implemented, it would boost player counts everywhere. It'd be a great thing for gaming. Now, I understand what you're saying. I understand your point, though. That's all I gotta say about crossplay.
Do you reckon in the next systems that cross game play online will be standard?
No, I don't think it'll be standard because, as you pointed out, it's not profitable to these companies, so they don't want to do it, and that's what it all boils down to.
Okay, then.
Okay. It's not because it's not important. It's not because it's not necessary. It's not because everybody wants it. It's because it's not profitable to these businesses. That's why.
There's a lot of things in consoles, yeah, which are not profitable, yeah, but they still try and do it. Like the Pro, no, that's a bad example. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can give you a better example.
All right. Y'all done on that? Yeah, it seems like y'all.
I already caught the body.
You caught the body. You basically said, go ahead.
Yeah, both of you guys had compelling arguments. We're gonna let the audience decide. You know what I mean?
That was a respectful body. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Hey, post kid, shoot.
Just because you say it's a body don't mean you win, man. That's not how it works.
What's good, Z?
Well, the next question, and with the next joint.
Let's see what we got here. Okay. Recently, Until Dawn was just announced for PS Now. Now, we know both companies have systems in place where they allow their library to be accessible via PC. So here's the question. Do you feel as though Sony and MS is doing the right thing with combining their system and PC? Though the two have differences in their approach. In Microsoft case, you get the game day and date, and all you have to do is make one purchase. In Sony's perspective, it is more so service-based, but you get access to current games over a longer period of time, meaning they're not day and date, and it will take longer for you to access those games.
God damn,
which one has chose the best route in regarding their position in allowing their library to be accessible via PC?
Fuck's sakes, goddamn it! I didn't hear she just said, man. This shit is fucking ridiculous.
Okay, these are multi-tiered. I will reread. I will re-ask the question. It's multi-tiered questions.
To go first, just go around. So,
yeah, it's multi-tiered questions. But like I said, Until Dawn, which is a PS4 exclusive, has just been announced for PS Now. Okay, we both know Sony and Microsoft have both systems in place to allow their past and present libraries to be accessible via PC. Okay, do you feel as though Sony and MS is doing the right thing with combining their system with the PC. Though the two have differences in their approach. One is day and date, which is Microsoft. Make one purchase, you get it day and date, and you get it on the Xbox and the PC. The other one is more service-based, but you get access to current games over a longer period of time. Which one made the right choice in regards to how they implement their system?
All right, I'm very curious to see what MVP is going to say about this. So when we go first, MVP, you want to take this one, man?
If you want to go first, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll go first. I think it's, I only know what's the question here. Microsoft definitely has the better option when it comes to what PC and and their platform together. PlayStation Now, I have PlayStation Now. I don't have that service. It's too expensive for what it is, but it is a joke, man. What, streaming at 720p, 30 frames. The library is pretty weak. So Until Dawn just released on there. I believe what you said, that released back in 2015 or 14, something like that. They had a weak lineup, man. So Microsoft, the way they do it, if you buy the game on Xbox, you get the same game on Windows 10. That is the way to do it, and that adds a ton more value to their backwards compatible service. And same thing with are we talking about backwards compatibility at all here? That's in this question, right?
We're talking about
or just their PC infrastructure.
Yeah, the PC, the game's been accessible on PC.
Right. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's no contest, man. When it comes to Microsoft, it's Microsoft, man. Like, they got the PC game on lock. Sony doesn't know anything about computers, so Microsoft. I don't like to say too much about this shit. This Microsoft is killing it, and there's they have that on lock. There's really nothing else to say about that, honestly.
Okay. See, because of the way you worded it, because I know you guys and shit like that, I'm not sure if you was literally trying to ask a regular question or you was trying to be on some fuckboy shit about Sony losing another exclusive. Do you know what I'm saying?
Question 9.
So hold on.
That's basically what you're doing. Is you saying is the deck stacked? What's going on here, bro?
Because I know this is some fuckboy shit about Sony losing another exclusive, and I will say, like, right now, yeah, like, real talk.
Right now, yeah.
I'm not gonna like bend my words or like try and like whatever go around the bush. Like, Sony lost an exclusive, facts. Like, Until Dawn isn't exclusive anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Regardless if you can download it to your PC or you stream it or whatnot, if it's available on another platform, it's available on another platform. There, I said it. There's like certain people that want me to say that. Damn. Now, here's the thing. Regardless of that, for the consumer, the way Microsoft do you is kind of better because you buy the game once and you own it on multiple platforms. Where it bites them in the arse with that, though, is that it kind of eliminates buying it for their consoles because they seem to be doing it with all their best games. Sony, on the other hand, are making new games and keeping them exclusive to the console. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of starting to look like a timed exclusive kind of flex. But at least when you get it on the PC, it's not at your own leisure. You don't exactly own the game. You have a license to play the game. And to tell the truth, PlayStation Now is a horrifically shit service because the lag is horrible. You're not even playing the game off a server. You're playing the game through a server connected to a machine, either a PS3 or a PS4 that's streaming the game. If you want to play the game like that, that's your business. I don't like playing games like that personally. If I can get the game physical, so I have and own as much of it as possible, I will do that. If I can get the game digital, I'll always have it on my console or a hard drive so I can own as much of it as possible. I do not trust these motherfuckers at all. So here's the thing. Sony still give you some value to you buying a PlayStation 4 because, hey, there's always going to be exclusive games. Sony aren't the only people that make exclusive games for the console and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Third parties do that as well. And it's not like all their new shit comes out, so you're still going to have to need a PlayStation 4 anyway. But that being said, if Bloodborne comes to PlayStation Now, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be fucking pissed. Like, no, even if they announce Bloodborne 2 like in the next couple of weeks and shit like that, I'm still going to be pissed. Sony have to draw the line and shit somewhere. I know they're hungry for money because they can't pay the rent and shit like that, but shit, have some dignity, B. Have some dignity.
You want to respond to that, Wags, or
Wags?
Please can't respond to that, man.
Is his mic going out again?
I don't know if he got punched in his throat by MVP just now. I don't know what the hell is going on here, man. MVP
fuck, man.
Okay, there you go. You want to respond to that?
I was talking for the past like 2 minutes. No.
All right, go ahead, Wags.
Hold on 1 second. Wags, hold on 1 second. If you're talking and you don't see top of the screen right there, you see that microphone?
No, yeah, I know what it is, man, but it's not that. Something's going on my Blue Yeti, man.
Listen.
Okay.
If the microphone is muted and you're talking and we don't hear you, it'll let you know if your shit is muted. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get the flowing and the mic's responding. Just always look up top of the screen. If you got a line, you know, if it's red, I mean, you know what I mean? Because I'm looking down at your screen and it's muted. So forget.
Yeah. I don't know why it's doing it, man. It doesn't do it in the damn in the podcast and stuff like that. But no, like to rebuttal that, there's one up to a rebuttal. You know, he said himself, you know, PSN now is shit. You know, Microsoft got that unlocked. There's really nothing else to say about it. As far as Until Dawn coming to you know, PC and not making it exclusive anymore, I guess that's not a big deal. You know, they sound like Sony fanboys were that mad about PSN or Until Dawn coming to PC. What's the other game he said? It was if Bloodborne, he'd be mad if that came out to PC. Yeah,
because there'll be officially no point owning a PlayStation 4. That's like the best. That's the PlayStation 4's like best game.
That's all y'all got?
Well, that's the PlayStation 4's, in my opinion, that's the PlayStation game's 4's best game, and a lot of people would say that as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So. Yeah. So you'd be like, pissed at that one. Okay. But anyway, having your best game on another platform, then what's the point? Like Nintendo do not do that. That's why they've sold almost 4 million copies of Breath of the Wild already. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the only place you can really get that shit, like, yeah, you can play that on a Wii U, but there's no point. Do you know what I'm saying? Like exclusives matter and shit like that, man. Exclusives definitely do matter. And the moment Sony throws that away, they'll have nothing.
I never. I want to talk about the present moment, but in the question you asked, though, Post Up, you know, it's pretty obvious that as far as PC immigration with their platform, Microsoft is killing it. They win. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that topic. Okay.
All right, we're going to go take a more neutral approach in this question because it's been a big topic around gaming, and it's dealing with microtransactions. Okay.
Oh boy.
And the question is, are you for or against microtransactions, and what kind of impact will they have on the industry moving forward as developers continue to find ways to use the paywall?
I'm gonna let you go first on MVP. I want to hear your thoughts on that shit. You said this is my area here, man.
With that Queen Latifah. Ooh, ladies first.
This is my area here, man. Go ahead, MVP.
I'm for microtransactions.
Holy,
that's what I'm talking about.
Holy,
right? Get them MVP. Talk that shit.
Yeah, man. Like microtransactions are good. Like they help the developer. Do you know what I'm saying? No, I'm only joking. I hate microtransactions.
I'll sit here.
I fucking hate them. Like to tell the truth, yeah, things like this, things like DLC and microtransactions, whatever, they can be a good thing, because if you have got like a game with a full amount of content which is enjoyable, obviously you don't mind paying for more. But we know what happens nowadays. Developers make games and then they cut content from the game and then they sell it to you at full price and shit. And then they expect you to pay the rest for the other part. That's not what I'm feeling. Like, I've heard how the secret characters for Marvel vs. Capcom are going to be $8 each on top of a $60 game. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. So I can't co-sign microtransactions.
Yeah. So you done. Yeah, there's no place for microtransactions, man, and that's the one thing me and him can agree on here. They are a cancer in this industry altogether. I've done many videos in the past couple months talking about Friday the 13th, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Almost every major game nowadays has microtransactions, and DLC does have a place in games when it comes to as far as like map packs and maybe cosmetic items, something that adds to the game, something that is a legit choice for the person if they want to spend a couple dollars on this or that. But when it comes to these pay to win aspects, or like I said, in Friday the 13th, where they're adding you're paying for emotes, literally paying for animations and maybe a blood splatter, a drop of blood on your shirt. that is a problem, man. And when you're charging like something like NBA 2K18, $150 for a gold edition, $150, and you still have to buy virtual currency on top of that to buy gloves and anything else you want. It comes with nothing at all except for, I think, maybe you get like $1 million VC up front, but that's, from what I hear, it's not going to buy you that much. And the way they do this stuff is, and this is what we talked about the other night, is people will tell you, oh, it's your choice, don't buy a DLC. That's true, but the grind is so long and so hard that you are almost forced to buy these loot crates and everything else. You have no choice.
Which there are none of in Gran Turismo, by the way. Apparently, from what I've heard, there's no loot crates in Gran Turismo.
There's no loot crates in Gran Turismo. That's a good thing, if that's true.
But I heard there's a hell of a lot of those in Forza 7, right?
Yeah, there are right now. Yeah, but so far,
damn.
At this moment, they're not paid though. At this moment, they're not charging actual money for it yet.
Well, what I heard from someone who got the game is that there was a lot of stuff, like, you know, when you get the premium VIP thing, you used to get experience boosts for races, which actually last for the entire length of the game. And now Microsoft have cut it to only 15 races, and now you have to pay like real money for the experience boost. Now, this is if you buy the premium version of the game as well. That is fucking bullshit.
I haven't heard that with Forza. I heard nothing.
There's a story about it in the Know as well. If you go to the Know, very popular site on channel on YouTube.
But even if like Forza, if they have something like that, now is that like a pay to win aspect up there? I don't think so. Like you said, that's definitely. If it's pay to win,
and it's even worse because remember, you've already bought the premium edition of the game, which is supposed to come with the pay to win stuff. So basically, you've paid for the pay to win perk, but because Microsoft don't give a fuck, you don't get it. That's taking a piss.
That's what I was just talking about beforehand. What my little rant was about. And it's not just Microsoft. It's Sony, Nintendo, everybody does that. So don't try to put that on Microsoft like they're the only people that do that. PlayStation.
What I know that
I got PlayStation too, man.
I know
like,
all the companies are guilty, but not that guilty and shit. Like Microsoft, they're known not to.
The story you're talking about, I haven't even brought it up. I'm next gen. Have you heard about this story?
Listen here, man. Listen here. Now listen, I'm a man in very poor health. Hey, listen, MVP, don't start your shit, man. There's a new guy here.
I'm just saying.
Nah, I'm not an impression, man. I'm letting him talk. I'm an impression that we're talking about factual shit, though. I mean, if he's saying there's an article,
if you guys want to link to the story from the Know and stuff, where
it's from the Know.
Yeah, you know
that's where you get it from.
Haven't you heard of the Know with
I know who the Know is.
Yeah, they literally did a story on it this week. What,
how they're charging for racing XP?
Yeah.
I know a lot of guys who cover Forza to the T, and I have not heard anything about that.
You must have been only listening to the positive things and stuff. You must be really good at the law of attraction, sir, because that story was like one of 6 things they were talking about in the video that was fucked up.
So let's say that's true, and you're bringing up Forza as the example for microtransactions. All these games have some kind of microtransactions in them. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is probably the worst offender right now with their loot crates and their pay to win system. It's not just Forza. If that is true, yes, that is everybody as a gamer could agree that is fucked up and that should not happen. But to say it's just Forza though, or it's just Microsoft.
No. It's definitely not just Forza. I'm just saying Microsoft are definitely guilty of doing that shit a lot in their games. Like even from the beginning with Rise and shit like that. Fucking hell, the shit that you had to pay for in Rise was terrible. And that's a fun game with an actual good grind and shit. Like I wouldn't mind grinding in a game like Rise because that shit fun as hell. That shit like Batman Arkham Asylum without Batman. You know what I'm saying? But that shit had microtransactions for multiplayer. I'm like, how can you have microtransactions in a game where you're fucking like things up? Now, I'm not gonna lie, Capcom and Sony have been guilty of shit like that, but you do not need costumes in Street Fighter. The shit in Rise is shit that you kind of need and shit. Like moves, health, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Pay to win shit. Yes, but you're saying so Microsoft. It's not about I don't know. Let's go on.
Can I just your friend Phil Spencer, didn't he actively say that this is what kind of games that Microsoft are going to be moving towards? That there's no future in single player. How the future is shit like this. Good God.
Yeah, this dude's going off, huh? Look,
I'm just saying.
I don't pay attention to every fucking word Phil Spencer says. But we're talking about in general here.
Do you remember this?
As far as microtransactions go, everybody can agree that shit is terrible. But it's not just fucking Microsoft. How about what's the other one that game that's fucking flopped on y'all? Lawbreakers. How much DLC that should have in it?
Yeah, that probably had a lot, but that's not a Sony. That's not a Sony game and stuff. Sony do have certain microtransactions in certain games.
It was only on your consoles.
Sony's do not, yeah, that's true, but Sony can't control what third parties do.
Oh man,
they themselves don't really push.
You are the definition, man, of a Sony fan.
How many exclusives have
you were defending them to no end. Name what?
Name how many exclusives, Sony exclusives, have microtransactions, sir.
Like I said, I play
Microsoft.
I play most single player games on PS4, but I'm sure we'll see. You got over. Hold on. PlayStation exclusives that have microtransactions?
Hold on a second. Yeah, made by Sony. Hold on One's made by Sony. And remember, Microsoft. Hold on. Remember, Microsoft had microtransactions in their shit at the launch of the Xbox One X. At the launch of the Xbox One. Just remember that.
Yeah, your mic working, Z. What's up, Z?
Okay, I want to ask you a question, MVP. Are you asking him? Who has more service-based games? Like, are you talking about like far as Microsoft or Sony? Like, you mean as far as microtransaction? Are you talking about microtransactions?
I'm asking, who has more games that lean towards this bad practice of microtransactions? I fucking hate that word, man.
Let me explain. Like, far as like microtransaction, you mean playing for skins or paying for stuff to
paying for gameplay mechanics?
Give me an example.
Yeah, I'm confused by this. I mean,
see, this is how bad you're losing, son. Zaire is helping you.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, man. You coming back with so saying Xbox has more exclusives that promote DLC, man. That's what you're telling me, right? Every game that
Sony's made about the bad practice of microtransactions.
Talking about pay to win shit.
You talking about paying for like a sword or a shield or something like that?
Talking about pay to win shit.
No. I'm talking about stuff like Rise, where you're unlocking more health, more moves, and stuff like that. Yeah,
through money,
stuff that breaks the game.
Well, these games that we can't
even in Killer Instinct and shit like that. Fucking hell, forgot about that.
What for moves?
No, Killer Instinct isn't that so bad actually. Killer Instinct isn't so bad.
It's free to play.
Yeah. Like some of the shit you're saying, man, like I said, I don't know what's factual, what you're talking about. I didn't.
No, the Killer Instinct does have microtransactions in it with KI Gold. You buy KO Gold.
Yeah, so does Street Fighter and all the other shit.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm saying. I remember that isn't as bad as Rise and stuff. Which
it's not as bad.
Yeah, right. So Rise was bad.
Trying to pin a Microsoft problem on Sony, right, or on Microsoft, is what you're trying to do.
No, I'm just saying the practice overall is bad. But Microsoft are extremely guilty of it. And Phil Spencer have said that they're looking to move more towards this with service-based games. See, now his mic's gone off. Son.
Is he there?
So, right.
You there? What? There you go, Wax.
The original question, are microtransactions bad?
Is it good or bad for the industry? What impact it will have on the industry moving forward as developers continue to find ways?
It's bad for gaming. That's what I said in the original thing. It's bad for gaming. Like I said, it has a place when it comes to DLC and map packs. I understand that games have gotten more expensive to make and they're trying to make up their costs. If you're going to offer me some new maps, cool. Some worthwhile additional missions, cool. So yeah, but as far as it's pay to win, even skin shit, no, there's no place for it, and it's a downfall in gaming. That's gonna be a problem going forward.
So y'all basically saying gamers at this point, what you think if it started to decrease, will gamers start boycotting games as far as not purchasing them?
Gamers are pretty they're pretty passionate about whatever they like, whether it's Sony, PlayStation, this game, that game, this publisher, whatever. It's gonna take, in my opinion, the mass majority of gamers, it's gonna take a lot to make them boycott or not buy. It's a similar situation that like smokers, they keep on raising the price of cigarettes, but they keep on buying them. I think in New York it's like $10, $11 a pack for a pack of Newports. That's they're going to smoke them. So it's going to have to get to a pretty high point for people that, for the mass majority, to boycott. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen that quick.
All right.
Here's the thing. I got a question, right? And both you guys are answering it. From the you're taking more of the PlayStation side of things, MVP. Wags, you're more, the Xbox. The way these debates are set up, you know what I mean? Some of these people, they say the questions are loaded. Somebody said, listen, all I say is please be respectful in the chat. They said maybe Rags should have debated from his email account with his mic ain't working.
It's 720p mic.
Respectful of the chat. Listen. I want to ask now. Here's the thing. Let me again. This question may seem kind of loaded, but it's not, because MVP, you bought a Pro, right? So anyway, let me ask you a question. In terms of value, what console was better in terms of value, in your honest opinion, and what they have to offer? The PlayStation 4 Pro or the Xbox One X, in terms of value and what they have to offer?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Because
don't start that. The guys need to
no.
Listen here, Joel Osteen. Don't start that. I need a straight up question.
Yeah. Let me give my answer. I have to give an intelligent answer. No, it depends, because it depends on what you're after for. Now, some people buy games consoles to, play games, and if I was in a shop, if I was still working in a video game shop, and somebody asked me, hey, what should I buy? I'm like, what do you want it for? I want to play games. Well, then buy the PlayStation 4, because they have the most games, and they're going to continue to have the most games. What's the point buying a machine? What's the point with comparing a machine with almost half as many games to the one that has the most games? Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. But if you want good graphic, here's the thing, with the stuff that's been coming out of Digital Foundry lately and stuff like that, Jesus Christ, I can't even, the Xbox One X looks real good, real good, but it's not as good as what Microsoft are saying. If you want something that's going to take advantage of your 4K TV, I'd say get the X. But if you want games and stuff like that, I'd say get the Pro. It's cheaper and it's going to have more games. Which is true. I can't lie.
All right.
Okay, yeah, you want this, Wags?
Yeah, we had that, man.
Wags back there licking his lips. You ready, Wags?
Yeah, I love, man. I hear. I've been a viewer and subscriber for a long time, and long before I made a YouTube channel. I'm a little newer to YouTube, but this generation, the funniest shit, man, has been every Sony person, every person who's a big fan of Sony. They like to claim, and it seems like in the past maybe year or so, you guys keep sticking to this games narrative, man. Sony has more games. Sony has more games. Maybe they got more games on number count. Yeah, you got your Japanese games, you got your AAA exclusives. These Horizon Zero Dawn, things like that. These games that that Sony pumps out from the first parties. But the thing with these games is, at least in my eyes, but now I own PS4 and Xbox. Each one of these PS4 exclusives, they hold no, what's the word looking for?
Longevity, or
Mike went out.
There?
Hello.
See, his mic stopped because he knew even his mic knows he's about to talk some bullshit, man. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Wags, hop out and hop back in, bro.
His mic know he about to talk some bullshit. That's why his mic is quick.
Hey, Wags, hop out and hop back in. Because you fade in and out just your mic. You be losing, I don't know what the...
bootleg mics.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, my people. Listen, broadband. Listen, that's why it's important for you guys to help support the Patreon. We get some equipment. We out here working, man. Are you not entertained? If you listen, ladies and gentlemen, right now, my man Wags gets his mic together.
This is an intermission.
It's an intermission.
Yeah, let's have a freestyle.
Listen, hit the like button for me, please. Look, I got 2 more questions, and I guarantee it's gonna be a fist fight before we get up out here today. Hit the like button.
Also, once again, Z is going to drop the links in the chat to the Patreon. Make sure y'all sign up. We also have a contest going on. You can win Star Wars Battlefront 2. It's all about just, liking, subscribing, and watching a video. It's that easy. It's that simple. For some reason, it doesn't allow us to put the link in the chat, but you can find it on Twitter. Multiple broadband bullies will be posting the link on Twitter, and you can get access to the link from there to win Star Wars Battlefront 2.
We're giving also too we're giving away. I'm waiting for to the guys that are on the Patreon again to support. We got the t-shirts coming up. Once we get the final logo from J-Dubs, I'm gonna send you guys a shirt. Just again for supporting and rocking out with us. Like I said, I appreciate it. He said, the link ain't working. The hell going on? Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Do me a favor. Hey, Jess, hold on. Do me a favor. Hey, do me a favor. Post. Send Jess the link again. Hold on. I can.
And if you're liking the new Broadband Bully logo, and you're a VIP member of the Patreon, you all will have access to that logo and profile pic. Y'all be able to rock it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna send you a shirt too.
Yes, sir. In the shirt. So that's if you're a VIP member of the Patreon, you get access to that logo in the shirts. The shirts are dope, man. That logo rocks on any color. It's crazy. But we thank y'all for supporting. Thank you to the 68 people that's tuning in right now.
I know it's kind of spur of the moment, you know what I mean? And shout out to Xbox Juice, just got tuned down with us officially. He's been rocking out with us for a minute. And also, too, like I said again, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for writers.
Yeah, we're looking for writers, people who want to write about games, who want to review games and write their reviews. We have a website called Big Gamers Small Talk, and you can access that website via www.biggamersmalltalk.com. We're looking for people who love to write about and review video games, and we want y'all to create articles for that website. If y'all interested, definitely reach out to either me or Moss in the chat or Next Gen 720. Definitely reach out to one of us so we can make that happen.
My man Z Black White said he need a post up chat. Lord Jesus Christ. With that being said, Z Black White, he down on the Patreon too. Shout out to Lex Hazard, man. I can write fantasy. What up, yeah, man? Yeah, Lex Hazard, he's part of the Patreon too. I go to link to again. Again, like I said, did Jwags get back in here?
I'm back here, man. Fucking.
All right. You know what you may have to do, bro?
It was my headset, man.
No, if you couldn't, if you had problem joining your internet connection, you might have to restart. Are you running anything Wi-Fi or?
I got my Xbox, but I never had a problem before, man. It's my headset. I just figure out everything's crisp and clear now, man.
No, it's not the sound. I'm saying we're losing you. Like you're
losing my voice.
Yeah, you're the connection. Like I said, because MVP is coming from here in Europe. So when you do the Hangouts or whatever, it's all this money that Google got. They'll try not to have nothing else going on. I don't know if you bootleg anything, you power in the back, just try to have. I'm just saying.
It's a character, man.
Hey, no, I'm shut up. I'm a Lord of the Snakes, brother. I ain't got friend no foe. I'm just saying, eat up, suck up. As far as the bandwidth, anything. I mean, just try to have this to be the only thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got mad shit connected. But all right, yeah, I remember that.
All right, so you're back now. Now, like I said, because in case you forgot, the question was again. Both Microsoft and Sony came out with these mid-gen refreshes with the PlayStation 4 Pro and with the Xbox One X. In terms of value, in terms of value, which console do you think offers more bang for your buck?
Right, and I was going off of what MVP said before that. I was talking about these exclusives. I remember right before it cut off, I heard him say, his mic cut off. He's about to spit some bullshit, right? Everything you've been saying, everything this dude's been saying tonight is just trailing off into fucking nothingness. But yeah, I'm just saying, but it's exclusive. Man. I have PS4, I have these exclusive, man, and it's kind of like when you meet a new girl, right? She seems nice, everything's cool. You guys date for a couple of weeks, and then after you rail out a couple of times, you get sick of it, you put it down, or you never talk to her again. You keep her on the back burner in case you're bored. That's how I feel about these PlayStation games. None of them, none of them have longevity. Like, who's playing Uncharted right now? Who's playing Horizon Zero Dawn right now? It's mainly about the multi-platform games. And in terms of value, best bang for your buck. The Xbox One X is absolutely gonna be the best bang for your buck as far as power, performance. the PS4 Pro has what? They have a very small list of games that are PS4 Pro enhanced. With the Xbox One S, you're going to get what, 140, 150 titles. They're going to be automatically, you know, they have the PS4, but the Xbox One X patch. You know, people are already downloading the patches now for shit. So it's gonna, as far as raw performance, raw power, and what you can get compared to anything else on the market, the Xbox is definitely the better price at $500 compared to $400. The better bang for your buck, in my opinion. Okay.
You just compared consoles to women, and then you said that I trailed off into talking about nothing. Yeah,
that's a good comparison, man. That's called an analogy.
Consoles, hey, you can never compare consoles to women. That's first up. And secondly, what you said about the games and stuff like that, that was subjective because.
That's what you said. You said you recommended people to play more games.
Doesn't Horizon Zero Dawn have new DLC that just came out or something like that? It was about to come out.
Coming out to go, yeah.
So there's bound to be quite a few people playing that game at the moment. Just off top, like things like Uncharted 4. I'm not gonna spout the numbers off the top of my head because I do not know. I wouldn't say too many people are back playing the single player, but from what I've heard, the multiplayer is kind of popping and stuff like that. And I do know that people were playing The Last of Us multiplayer for a long time after it came out. Maybe because there wasn't no other exclusives around at the time. Maybe because that game was actually good. We don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? It could be one of those things. Yeah. But I know people are playing the fuck out of Street Fighter 5. I know people are playing the fuck out of Neon because I see that shit like all the time and shit. And regardless of whether people are still playing single player games like 8 months after they've come out, at least those games exist. At least you have that opportunity and variety and stuff like that. Like if I ordered a burger from Five Guys and stuff like that, I'm sure I wouldn't want to still be eating that same burger the next day. Do you know what I'm saying? But at least I get the opportunity to be able to order a burger. Like Microsoft, like they've got the most money of everybody in this thing, but yet there's only been like 3 like Xbox games this year. That don't make sense. And they're not even building studios to make more. That's the kind of shit that adds value to your console. The Switch came out 6 months ago, and Nintendo have added value to that by doing everything people told them to do. Hey, we need third parties. So they went to not only the Japanese third party, they went to the Western third party. So next month and shit, people are going to be walking around playing Doom. Now, even though it's not 60 frames and all that bullshit, that is crazy. How can you be walking around in the street playing Doom? A proper home console game. That's mad. That's the kind of shit people buy consoles for. Either really cool gimmicks or really cool games. And you know what? Both the Nintendo and the PlayStation have them both. The Xbox don't. So if you're thinking about the future and what really is important when it comes to these consoles, games, Microsoft don't have that. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you're about to pay $500 plus tax, yeah, and that's the kind of shit I'd like to have in the back of my mind because I don't trade my shit in.
Yeah, like I said, the whole game thing, man. But like now, see, you guys changed that shit, and now it's all about games. But it used to be all about power, and now Xbox One X is coming out.
Not really. Like everybody knew that God of War. Everyone knew that God of War.
This whole generation, man. The PS4 is about nothing but power. The best place to play, best place to play the multiplayer. You guys been spitting digital foundry, not digital foundry, but all these major outlets talking about 1080p compared to 720p or 900p. Lower frames, lower this and that. It's absolutely been up power, man. PS4 has spouted that shit, and then they got the PS4 Pro come out to increase that. In my opinion, the PS4 Pro was really put out there
about VR.
Right, they realized the PS4 wasn't strong enough, so they put the PS4 Pro out there, and now this whole generation, PS4 is a strong console, and now the Xbox is making a strong console. Sony people can't stand that shit, so they go to this games argument. And once people start playing games on this Xbox One X, and third-party developers start seeing the power and the shit they can do with this Xbox One X, you're gonna have more games coming to this One X. So as far as the original question, the games you're talking about. Dude, there's not that many. You got a lot of Japanese games. Yeah, in Japan, they are.
What Japanese games are going to be coming to the Xbox One?
That's not talking about. You keep talking about Japanese games, but for most Americans, that's not fair to say, but a lot of people, they don't care about Japanese games, man. Japan, they do.
Like who? Well, no. You know, Super Mario is a Japanese game. A lot of people care to fuck about that. Do you know what I'm saying? Zelda, a Japanese game. Right,
but that's exclusive to their console.
4 million people care to fuck about that.
That's Nintendo exclusive. I'm talking about these little niche-ass little, cheaper, the Saga and shit like that nobody really in the US.
Like Persona that sold 1 million copies.
Well, Persona 5, $1 million. Oh my damn, dude. That's a lot of units, man. Units sold over.
It is for something that's supposed to be niche, especially if
it's sold over $1 million.
If that game was made for something like $100,000, yeah. Do you know how much money they made?
100
Do you know how much money they made? do you know how much money they made? That's what you call profit. That's what these companies are in this to do. They're not in this to have no fanboy war to say, oh, you guys have 72 million in it and you only sold 1.5 million. No, they're here to make money. They're here to make money.
Cuphead just dropped 2 weeks ago on Microsoft's platform. That shit is over a million copies sold.
And I'm really happy about that. Cuphead deserves to do 1 million. That game is fire. Do you know what I'm saying? There needs to be more games like that. I'm not sure why there isn't.
Right, and Sony.
Well, hold on. Is that 1 million just on the Xbox, or is that? Hold on. Is that 1 million just on the Xbox, or in between the PC as well?
That's probably on both platforms, yeah. That's still a hell of a accomplishment for.
That's probably on both platforms.
Out of nowhere title for an indie game. You're talking about goddamn Uncharted and shit like that.
How much you would have sold?
And Persona 5, it's a brand new franchise. You said Persona 5. That's the 5th fucking installment. That should have sold 1 million copies. That's a part 5. That's a fucking established franchise. This was a brand new IP out of nowhere, Cuphead, and it fucking dominated. That shit's hotter than anything on the PS4. That shit's dominating, man. That shit's hotter than anything on the PS4. What do y'all got right now that compares to Cuphead? Don't even say Knack 2
on the PlayStation 4. Bloodborne outsold that shit. First of all, Bloodborne outsold that shit.
Bloodborne's a major AAA title, man, for $60. I'm talking about a $20 indie game.
Exactly. Bloodborne.
Exactly what?
Hold on, Bloodborne costs more, and they outsold it in a quicker time. So
it's a big title.
How is it a big title? It was a first name game. It was the first.
It's a big AAA title. Yeah, you know.
Big AAA titles fail all the time. Ask the Xbox division about that. You should know about that.
Indie game.
Quantum Break was a big. Wasn't Quantum Break a big AAA title? Didn't that fail? Wasn't Sunset Overdrive a big AAA title? Yes. Didn't that fail? Wasn't Halo Wars 2? That was a big AAA title with brand recognition, and it was a sequel. Didn't that fucking fail?
Right, because my case. Right, yeah. You rest your case. Those games fail because the games, in my opinion, weren't that good. It's something like Bloodborne. That is a good game. That's why it's so well, because the word got out there. People were live streaming this and that, and then I got the word on how hard it was on the difficulty level. That's also can be added to the success of Cuphead as far as why it's so successful, because people want to play it for the challenge of it. But
here's the thing. Hold on, bro. Here's the thing. Bloodborne on one console and it's more expensive. Cuphead was on 2. And it's a lot less expensive. So I wonder. The real question is, I wonder how many copies it sold on the Xbox One. That's the real question, because we know Bloodborne did 1 million in less than 7 days on just the PlayStation 4.
I mean, 1 million out of 70 million, what? 70 million units sold, or what?
But hold on, brother. It was back in 2015 when the PlayStation 4 didn't have 70 million.
Why are you talking like you're sipping wine, man?
No, because I'm going Sherlock Holmes on your ass, rude boy.
He got the pinky out of mouth.
I know, he sounded real.
Sherlock Holmes.
Hey, yo, hey, listen, hey, Wags, man, come take a sweep the leg, Johnny. Hit him with that. Let him dirty, Wags, let him dirty, man.
I've been trying to be respectful this whole debate, man. Y'all told me to hold it back. But this dude,
you ain't gotta hold it back like that, man. Go at this dude. Don't play with him.
I ain't saying going and drop the N-bomb or nothing.
I'm just saying just go.
I ain't talking about dropping the N-bomb either, man.
You know what? I'm about to say that word.
But the whole thing, man, with this exclusive shit, right? That's what Sony fans stick to, and you guys can have that shit. You have more exclusives right now. Everybody knows that. But Xbox One's about to drop, about to have that fucking powerhouse come out, right? Everybody's gonna buy all the major AAA third titles on that, and the games are gonna come on that once developers see what they can do on that system. The PS4 Pro, it barely does 4K, right? It upscales barely a couple select titles. You know, I could even within 2. I don't see there's not PS4 Pro enhanced on that bullshit, or but Xbox One X has even within 4K whatever Microsoft enhanced or whatever. So there's not many games are supported for the
Okay,
PS4
so
Pro.
this how we're gonna do it. Okay.
So, hold on, Post-op. Can I ask him 2 questions, please?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
One question. Question number 1. Why did you buy your PlayStation 4, sir?
Why'd I buy it?
Yeah,
because it was on sale at Christmas.
Yeah, but what was the real? Yeah, apart from that, what was the reason you bought it?
Because it was $200 on a Christmas sale. That's why.
Okay, I'm sure you could have spent that $200 on something else. What was the use of you buying it, sir? Come on, now you know.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you.
And you're trying to avoid it.
I bought this shit. It was $200.
It's gonna be worse.
No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
Worse if you avoid it.
I'm gonna tell you. It was $200 at Christmas. If you fucking let me talk here, I bought it for $200 on Christmas, right? And I saw the original Last of Us, which was the game from the PS3, the remastered one, was $10. So I spent $210 to try that game out because I'm a big, huge horror fan. So I tried that game out, and that's why I had the PS4. But other than that, there's not too much I want to play on that system.
So you bought it, all right, but whether you bought it because of a game, right? You bought it for a game. Yeah, you bought it for an exclusive. Exactly, that's my point. I rest my point. I don't even have to ask my other question. Post up.
Multiple. No. I'm in the minority here. Like most of us are. If you're a hardcore, not a hard gamer, but like most of us have multiple consoles. Do you have Xbox One or a Switch?
Sir, I bought both my Xbox One and my Switch for the game, sir. I'm a real gamer. I would admit that. That's the only reason I ever buy a console. I saw them announce Killer Instinct. I was on my way to university. I saw them announce Killer Instinct, and I goes, babe, fucking go pre-order that shit. We're buying that. I thought you don't like Xbox. Shut up.
And I'm saying that's us, man. That's not the mass. The masses are gonna do that shit. Not gonna buy a console to play one game.
That's what people do. That's what makes a casual go and pick up a system.
No, I believe the casuals play the multi-plats, man. They're not going to drop $300 on a $500 console. It
doesn't make a difference.
Play one game.
Yes, it does. That's why certain games. That's why exclusives sell towards a certain niche. Look, casuals see one game. It could be a multi-plat. It could be exclusive. If a casual hears that Uncharted is popular and they see it, oh, it's like a movie, and they pick it up. That's because of Uncharted. It's that transition is really easy. You can tell because that's why they've streamlined the gameplay to where it's more of a movie now. So anyone who sees it can be like, oh shit, this is cool. Let me jump into it. Nintendo have that same thing. Chicks love Mario. What, the new Mario's out? Let me fucking go buy a Switch. That's how it works. Now, what the fuck has Xbox got again? Oh, Halo. Do you know what I'm saying? There's motherfuckers go crazy for Halo. We got all the shit. If people go crazy for Halo, crazy for years, all that shit, man. I'm not down. I'm saying I know some people do buy a console for a game, but in my opinion, the mass majority of people do not buy a console for one specific game, unless it's like a brand new out of the gate, like something like crazy would come out.
Check this out.
I don't know, something just completely insane that would come out.
Check this out.
But you did it, sir. You did it.
I have a question for both of y'all, since y'all both alluded to this final question in regards to Jwags saying that multi-platforms matter more than exclusives, and what MVP said earlier in regards to nobody asks for 4K. Okay, so this is the question. We know the Xbox One X is around the corner, right? We know it has over 130 plus games right now that will have 4K capability, HDR, all types of features that outstrips the PS4 Pro, right? We also know it has super sampling for 1080p TVs, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, we know at the beginning of the generation, a lot of Xbox fan base jumped to the PS4, not only because of the price, but because it had the better multi-platform games. Okay, what type of impact do you think the Xbox One X will have on the market when it release in regards to having the better multi-platforms this time around? Would it how many things is gonna sell? We know it's not gonna catch Sony in regards to consoles sold, but what do you think is going to have a stronger impact than what most people think?
Yeah, dude. I think the key, to this next, because this isn't really a generation. It's something we haven't seen before. It's these mid-gen refreshes, the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. These multi-plats are going to be. They sell way more than any than most exclusives. The only one, for some reason, Nintendo, it seems to break the law, the law of physics here. They are the company that really seems to rely solely on their exclusives. So they're in a whole nother planet. Sony makes most of their money on their third-party sales, along with Xbox. Neither one of those companies, make all their money or even most of their money on their exclusive first-party titles. It's people are going to get the Xbox One X and see how good these games look in comparison to the PS4 Pro, and that's going to be a place where everybody's going to buy these third-player or these multi-platform games, your Call of Duty, your Battlefront 2s, your Maddens, your FIFAs, all that, everything like that. And that is going to boost the sales so much on the Xbox One X side. I think a lot of people, once they see the power of that, it might not have initially. It's going to sell well initially, the Xbox One X. You're going to have a couple million sales. I believe that. But once the people, they get these Xbox One X's into all these stores, and it's more, it's more common out there, and people start seeing the comparison here, or they go to their friends' house and say, damn, that's the Xbox One X. That looks good. I think a lot of people are going to jump on the Xbox One X like people jump from Xbox to PS4 when that generation started out. And the Xbox had a bad start too, man. Like, not only did, it was a more expensive console that included the Kinect, at a, like I said, more expensive, but also remember that whole DRM thing they had with charging for used games and a whole other debacle that they flipped around real quick. So that is a big reason as to why they're not anywhere near Sony right now in sales numbers. They did it to themselves, but as far as the way I feel about it is, like, with this console, they're going to come back. They're taking that crown again. Most powerful console, best place to play the multiplats with your exclusive here and there, your big AAAs that everybody likes. And I think, in my opinion, they're going to dominate this mid generation.
Okay, MVP, the same question to you. But I know you're taking a stance that exclusives matter. So would Sony exclusives outshine the specs of the X, and being that it will have the better multi-platforms? Would PS4 fans stay put, being that the exclusive library that Sony has?
Well, I reckon there is going to be a group of people who upgrade. And there's going to be collectors that upgrade as well, like myself and stuff like that.
I like how you said upgrade. That's a good word to use.
So you're getting the X2, huh?
Yeah.
when did I say I wasn't on shit like that? That's the thing.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No, you said people are going to upgrade.
The people who listen know I've got 3 Xbox Ones in my studio. Do you know what I'm saying? Like my first one, the white one, and the S and shit like that. The S is still in the box. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I does this, but like there's gonna be the people who upgrade in the beginning, the collectors and stuff like that. There's gonna be the people, and there's gonna be some people who be like, all right, you know what? From now on, I'm only buying certain multiplats on the X because, do you know what I'm saying? They're gonna look better and stuff like that, and that's where it's at. But I reckon it's gonna have like a really strong, maybe first 2-3 months in sales. It's really unfortunate for the X that's coming out around the time that a lot of big games are dropping, like Gran Turismo and Super Mario. And I don't think, see, here's the thing, because of big multiplayer games like Battlefield and Call of Duty, if you are in a clique of, let's say, younger people, and you guys always play together, it's not just one man who's gonna play the X and shit like that. Do you know what I'm saying? It has to be the clique that upgrades and shit like that. So if the clique don't upgrade, that's gonna be definitely one thing that stops people from migrating from the PlayStation over, or maybe even upgrading in a mass. So I reckon it's going to be the tech guy and just the people who are really hardcore fanatics that upgrade and shit like that. So it's going to be cool in the beginning, but I reckon by February, March, we're going to start seeing Microsoft slash the price. We'll start giving them shits away for a couple of games.
Damn.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So, wait.
It's crazy.
I can ask an additional question. So you say it's a bad thing for the X to be releasing around the time where all the big multi-platform titles are about to release, like Star Wars and you said did you say
Call of Duty World War II? Yeah.
Did you say GT?
GT Sport? Yeah.
Did you say GT Sports?
Oh,
see, here's the thing. Remember what happened? Remember all that shit you guys were talking about Forza and what happened? My country is the country where racing games sell. Like, I'm from the place where racing games sell, fam.
I give you that.
Like and Forza did nothing. Just like I said it would. Now wait till next week when Gran Turismo.
Are you counting physical or did? What? I ain't gonna even get in this. Let me step back. I ain't gonna get in this.
It's a whole other.
I'm not gonna get in this. But it ain't my debate. It ain't my debate.
You heard that.
Back.
You heard that. How can regardless? I'm from the place where I'm from. Like that's just like Grand Theft Auto not selling. So if Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption didn't sell, would you ask about the digital and shit? No, of course you wouldn't and shit like that. You'd be like, fuck, this shit's fucked up. Now, this is not me saying that Forza's a bad game, because it's not. Forza's a very good game and shit like that. I'm grown to like it more with each version I've played and shit like that. Okay. But let's just keep it what it is. This is not Gran Turismo.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Maybe you can look at it, because I was going to ask you, because GT Sport is coming out, and in your honest opinion, okay, and I guess that is a shock. And to be fair, if you guys don't know, MVP, you're from London, right? From the UK, right? You're from the UK, and races, especially simulation races, are king there. You know what I mean? In that, and FIFA, and you look at, like I said, the numbers for GT Gran Turismo. It sells more overseas, well, in Europe than it does over here in the States, right? Now, and I'm gonna ask you. We of course we talked about it a little bit, actually a lot on the multiplayer podcast. So, in your honest opinion, you know what I mean, globally, I guess, what do you think is the bigger franchise in right now to date? You know what I mean. I'm not talking about what's Gran Turismo did in the first generation of PlayStation, the second, or even the third. Right now,
Gran Turismo is bigger, and we're gonna see that next week.
Okay, we're in the 8th generation, right? If I'm not mistaken, we're in the 8th, right? Nintendo's in their 9th, but we're still in the 8th, right? So in the 8th generation, which one of you guys? What you guys would say is the how you said had more influence on the culture of right now as far as racers? In this generation, in this climate, Forza or Gran Turismo?
I know that
loaded ass questions.
No. I'm not. No. I'm just what I'm saying. Again, I understand this is Gran Turismo's first outing, but Forza just bombed over in the UK. So what I'm asking you right now, what in terms of, because you still got Project Cars 2 out there, you know what I mean? Well, I'll say Project Cars, Gran Turismo, and
I'll answer it.
We're not gonna add Drive Club, right? We're not gonna do that, right?
Yeah.
All right, so
it can't be. Go ahead. You know the question? Okay. It can't be denied, man, that Gran Turismo, is probably, one of the most influential racers, if not the most influential racers that were ever made. They're around the PS1 days. Everybody remembers those. Everybody played those. This is gonna be their first forte into this next gen. It drops next month or next week or end of the month, something like that. But I think Forza's been around for a while too, not nearly as long as GTA. But Forza, as it's come up, man, it is really set, in my opinion, has set the standard for a racing simulator. And to answer your question, currently right now, Forza, in my opinion, is the top racer and the standard in racing. And even once GTA 6, not GTA, but GT 6 comes out, I've seen the comparison videos already. I've seen some footage. I haven't played it myself to note that, but Forza, man, is definitely standard racing. I think they will continue to do so, despite the slow sales in the UK. Who knows as to why that is specifically? I'm not sure the total sales of the game in general, but as far as handling and how the game plays and the look and everything out, Forza is the king and is the standard right now.
All right, you go MVP.
Oof, that's strong opinions. Strong opinions. Well, to tell the truth,
please do.
I can only go on my experience, to tell the truth. And if I look at other simulation games, if I'm gonna be 100, I'm gonna answer the question in two prongs and stuff like that. First, I'm gonna give you my personal opinion. Personally, if we're going for what I've enjoyed the more out of the two, I've played a lot more Forza Horizon and Forza 5 and 6 than of Gran Turismo. However, just to be honest, when you look at most simulation games and stuff, and most racing games in general, they're still treading the same water and tracks that Gran Turismo did like 10 years ago. Like, in fact, it was either 5 or 6 that had the most features in a racing game like possible, with NASCAR, buggies and all that, and racing on the moon and all that shit. Whatever's being done in racing games, which is not too gimmicky and stupid, like a rewind button when you're driving. I mean, they don't even fucking have that shit in Mario Kart. How can you have a rewind button when you're driving and call it a skillful game? Anyway, that shit's for women, dog. Anyway,
keep trailing.
Imagine if they had a rewind. Imagine if they had a rewind button in Street Fighter. I just got hit by a combo. Let me rewind that shit. That pussy, yo. But anyway, yeah. I've enjoyed playing Forza a lot more, to tell the truth, but most games are still ripping off Gran Turismo, so it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think
that's still an answer to the question, man.
So you're saying, so you're saying that Gran Turismo is still, when it comes to racers, is still the and I'm not, because we can I won't even. And here's the thing, I don't really care for simulation races, so I don't really have a dog in this fight. So we really can't even count it on sales, because we all know PlayStation has a much bigger install base, right? And just because the game sells more, we can all agree that it doesn't make it better, right? Can we at least agree on that?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, but it's like if the game doesn't even chart, that means the Xbox people aren't even buying it.
I don't think there's a game that sells more than Minecraft, right? But is Minecraft? Would you say Minecraft is better than Legend of Zelda Wind Waker?
Hell no.
Okay, so that's what I mean. Okay, all right. So and again, I'm not stacking the question. I'm just saying, because for sales, we use it for fanboy stuff too. We do. MVP, you know what you do. You know what we all do, right? And just because the game sells well does not make it great. Call of Duty sells more than any other shooter. Duty is trash to me. But again,
gamers are buying more digital too.
Yeah, but
I can't tell you last time I've been in GameStop.
Man, I'm just saying if there's still a lot of people old school that buy the games physically. Maybe they could be waiting for the X to come out. I don't know.
Is that what we're doing now? So we're going from the cloud.
No. I'm not.
Compared to blaming.
No. That was my addition. He's not saying what I'm saying. I just added that in there.
I'm just saying there could be several other variables. You know what I mean? The game, for one thing about Forza, it sells all year. We all seen that for Forza Horizon 3. In your chart, it'll be gone and it'll come right back in. You know what I mean? A racer sells all year long. But what I'm saying is this, though. In terms of how you say moving the culture forward, and far as impact right now, you're still gonna. Are you saying that Gran Turismo, is a bigger influence on simulation racers? I know what they did for gaming. As far as that,
you can answer it like this. You can answer it like this. How many features have been lifted from Gran Turismo compared to features being lifted from Forza? Let's go. Because let's start with the fact that
GT's been around longer than Forza, first of all. Yeah, GT's been around longer than Forza to begin with. The question here, man, is what currently, right now, who is the leader? Who is setting the standard for racing sims currently, right now? We're not talking about what GT did in the past or what people took from them. Every game does. Look at what's Battle Royale, Fortnite, all these games, Batman Arkham Knight. A lot of games.
That's what I'm saying. If GT is still the standard for games, for racing games to bite from, then it's obvious, isn't it? GT.
I didn't say GT.
If Forza was the standard,
he's saying who's the standard right now.
Hold on, Mario Kart is a popular kind of game. So what is there? Loads of Mario Kart clones. Gran Turismo was really popular. So what happened? Forza. Facts.
Okay.
Why are we arguing with this?
That's not what we're arguing. He's talking about right now, currently, who's in the lead and who is.
Okay. So
you keep trying to switch it backwards and some other bullshit. You keep trailing off into some random shit, man. It's like you haven't answered goddamn questions directly tonight.
Are simulation games ripping off Forza or Gran Turismo?
That's not what we're talking about. Every game does that. Look at and it doesn't always work either. Every game industry does that.
Okay.
If Gran Turismo wasn't the
question
standard,
is, let me ask you this, MVP, currently, man, and really dig down deep here. Right now, currently, do you would say that Gran Turismo is a better racing simulator than Forza?
Yes.
Your opinion means
in
nothing.
In real life, can you rewind? In real life, can you rewind? What makes Forza better than Gran Turismo? Tell me. What makes Forza better than Gran Turismo? Tell me right now.
Let me hold 1 second. Let me read it. Let me make because I want to be clear. All right.
No, tell me what makes Forza better than Gran Turismo. I have to hear more than just your opinion.
I'm gonna reword the question. Okay. Well. Okay. Now, when it comes to franchises, right? Notable franchises, you know. And again, I'm not saying because Microsoft money is not my money. So if it sounds like I'm bragging about Microsoft money, this is the first thing too. If I'm not mistaken, Gran Turismo is the only billion-dollar franchise that Sony has, if I'm not mistaken. And if I am wrong, I do stand corrected. All right. Now compare and even like because I remember at the start of the generation, 2013, how the reviewers and stuff slammed Forza 5 for lack of content, right? We agree? Then you have Sony coming up with their billion-dollar, their most successful IP to date, and it has less content than a game that came out in 2013. You understand what I'm saying? Not saying, I'm not saying what you may think one is better, but Forza has over 700 cars. I think maybe GT Sport has about 100 cars or so. You understand what I'm saying?
That's points to bring up.
Less than that.
The facts of it.
Can you do NASCAR in Forza?
Who gives a fuck about NASCAR?
Also, you just say who gives a fuck
you're talking
about NASCAR?
You're talking about one side. We're talking about the total number of cars in general. I'm talking about dude, Forza. If you can honestly say the Forza is a better game than GT Sport.
Hold on, you're talking about cars. Hold on.
I ain't talk this time, man. If you can honestly say the Forza is a better racing game than GT Sport, right?
Wax, get him.
If you can honestly say that, dude, you are a pure Sony fanboy, and your opinion means nothing to me. Because I'm not talking about my opinion on the game. I'm talking about facts of the game. The physics engine looks better. The graphics look immensely better. There's more content, more cars, more whatever you want. All the clothes and customization options, all that shit. It is a better racing game overall. If you can honestly say in front of everybody. In his panel, in his chat, the GT Sport is better than Forza. No, it's not no bullshit, man. I'm telling you, your opinion.
Everything you just said there was opinion.
Opinion.
Hit the like button.
Hold on, dude. You just contradicted yourself. You just contradicted yourself.
You can go look at that shit. Any person can go look at that shit and say this game looks a ton of a fuck lot better than his other game.
You just contradicted yourself.
I'm talking numbers, man. How many cars does GT Sport have? Compared to
you just contradicted yourself. You just contradicted yourself.
You talk bullshit this whole podcast.
You just contradicted yourself.
Tricking people into thinking you're fucking talking about something. Maybe you're doing this little wordplay shit. It's not fucking working.
No, it's called intelligence, rude boy.
It's called intelligence.
You literally just contradicted yourself.
I cannot stand, man. Like you're like this fucking UK. Dude, you sound like the most arrogant dude.
Hold on, you said fuck NASCAR. Then you said that Forza has more modes. What? You literally just.
I didn't even say fucking modes.
You did.
If you heard, I said it has. I said
it's got better physics. It's got more cars, more modes.
I didn't say modes. What were we gonna tell you? I didn't say modes.
It was more content. And Forza 7 debuted on number 2 in UK on the charts. We had to make that correction.
What was number 1?
It debuted number 2. I think FIFA was number 1. But Forza debuted at number 2 on the UK game charts. FIFA 18 was number 2. Forza Motorsport 7 was number 2. Forza Horizon 3 was number 3. So FIFA was number 1.
Where you get that information from?
What you mean? Where I'm getting this?
Where you get your information from, man? Like
right now, I'm on Windows Central. But if you Google Forza,
you said the no.
This article was posted October 9th, Monday. FIFA 18 is number 1. Forza Motorsport 7 is number 2. And Forza Horizon 3 is number 3.
Put the chat and put the link in. I know my man ain't come here frauding. But we gonna hold on. Listen, I'm not gonna question my man MVP's integrity because we go way back. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I already posted the link in Bag earlier this week. I think it was Tuesday.
What he said, you know what I mean? What he said that link went back to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Hold up, man. We're gonna see right now. Hold up, man. Because hold up. Hey, you put the link in the chat so I can bring it up and shit on the screen.
There, go right there.
All right, hold on. You just put it in, and you check. You put it inside the chat.
Yeah, my bad. Let me put it in our chat right here.
If it is true. If it is true, congratulations. If it is true, congratulations.
What chat you put it in? Post.
I just put it in our chat.
Inside. Okay, all right. Post.
I put it out there for the people.
Okay, all right, now I'm gonna share my screen. All right, let me share my screen. We're gonna get to the bottom of this here, man. We're gonna see what's going on, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna definitely.
You should go on the Nose YouTube channel, bro.
Present the when we're gonna see what's going on here. We're gonna separate the frauds.
Yeah.
Frauds.
He go a games too.
Okay, Forza Motorsport 7 debuted number 2 in the UK game charts. Every week, chart tracking compiles a list of the best-selling games in the United Kingdom for the previous week. Well, it looks like Forza Motorsport is still holding its own against FIFA 18. FIFA is huge. FIFA is usually the best-selling game worldwide every year, so it was great to see Forza Motorsport 7, a console exclusive doing so well.
What are you talking about? The first when you Google, you'll just see, that's what I'm saying. You're on this Microsoft propaganda bullshit. Of course this gonna say that shit. It's on Windows 7.
So you're saying it's a fake article?
Let me finish. Give you motherfuckers this work. Let me give you motherfuckers this work. Man. If you just Google Forza 7 sales, the first thing you will see is Forza 7 physical sales down slightly on Forza 6. Let's keep going, nigga. UK weekly sales chart. Forza 7, Motorsport 7 sales down. FIFA
of course, it's the first shit, man. There's no secret that the
point was you said it didn't chart. So everything you saying is null and void. It's null and void because you said it didn't. Well, let me get out. Let me get out. I ain't gonna say now. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Hey, quiet. Hey, let me give you this work. Post up. You saw that post in Bang Bang.
The debate. I'm not in the debate. Leave me alone.
Exactly. Now niggas want to be left alone. Shit.
Look. I'm on.
You can if you want to go, you can reschedule me another day and time, boy. I ain't scared. I give you this work.
Hey, look,
Zeke set it up.
Hold on 1 second. Look, I'm on the site here. I googled Forza Motorsport 7. Physical sales are down slightly on Forza 6. This is Eurogamer 7. It says here Forza Motorsport 7 entered the UK charts in second place this week, behind last week's new release of FIFA 18's. Sales of Microsoft's car exclusive were slightly.
Couldn't even beat a game that was out last week. Damn.
What? FIFA?
Damn.
It charted though. It charted.
It came in number 2. Still came in number 2. They got the chart down here below. It says FIFA 18, Forza 7. Damn,
so now you niggas. Oh wow.
FIFA's on multiple platforms.
Hold on.
On every platform.
Hold on. Keep the picture there. Keep that motherfucking picture right there.
Look
at what's in there.
Let's go.
Look at what's in there. Look at what else is in there. Crash motherfucking Bandicoot. Oh no! Look how many weeks it's been.
That's it.
This whack-ass nigga, hold on. This fraud Jwags tried to say, who's still playing those single player games? Obviously, motherfuckers is still playing them shit because niggas is still buying that shit.
Yeah, Crash is the fucking established. You know, old fucking Crash is. Yeah, people are fucking streaming that game.
That shit came out months ago, though. You said
that's the only amount. You're trying to put shit back. I'm the fraud, dude. You're talking about. No, fuck that. Hold on. No, you're like, Forza 7.
Let's go.
Forza 7. They chart. Let's
go underneath, nigga. Let's go underneath.
Let me read the list.
Multiplat.
Hold on.
Let's go underneath, nigga.
Fuck this dude.
I got FIFA 18. Which is on multiple consoles, on the Switch, if I'm not mistaken, also the Xbox and the Xbox, PlayStation is 360 and PS3 also, whatever the case.
Crash Bandicoot is only on a PlayStation 4, and Mario Kart is only on a Switch.
Forza 7's on top of them.
Forza Horizon 3. Oh, Forza Horizon 3.
It's newer. Those games have been out for months.
Newer.
Both of those games have been out for over months.
So
your point about that nobody plays exclusives is just like non-void, isn't it?
Forza Horizon 3 beat Destiny 2 though. That's kind of huge, right? GT5 is not going with Crash Bandicoot. Still doing well. I think it's supposed to come out in December. They said for the Xbox. Lego Ninja Go movie. Mario Kart 8 still selling well. NBA 2K18 and Lego
Worlds.
Got some strange bunch of them.
A lot of kids games.
Yeah, but anyway.
Now, congratulations to Forza and stuff like that. My source may have been wrong and stuff like that. We might have counted early sales and stuff like that. But
humble defeat.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Why am I gonna hate? I've already said I'm buying an Xbox One, but my point still stands. Exclusives matter. Thank you for highlighting that shit. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, this will be the last question of the night before we get up out of here. All right. Let me give you guys one. Both of you guys did well today. Yep. And I'm gonna ask you guys. in this landscape, right? And it's something that we constantly go back and forth with. We talked about it on the multiplayer, but I've always said this, but and I wasn't just saying this because I'm more of an Xbox guy. I'm just, just a numbers guys. All right. And in this climate, in this today date, Mario, and I just listen. Let me listen what I'm saying for you guys. Jump down my throat. I know Mario Odyssey is going to sell well. All of Nintendo exclusives sell well because that's all you can buy there.
Yeah, they just gave that a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it sells well, right? But we can all agree that Mario is not going to outsell Call of Duty.
Agreed.
We can all agree that Mario, and I'm not just talking, I understand Call of Duty is on multiple platforms, but you can pick whatever platform, and Mario is not going to sell 10 million units.
Of course, Mario's going to sell 10 million, man. It's going to sell 10 million in the first
10 million.
Listen,
it's going to sell. Think about how many Switches are out there. It's going to sell 10 million, man. That thing's going to actually. No, I'm only joking. No,
okay, but okay, fine. So in this climate, right, in this day and state, what would you argue is better, or not better, or more value? Because obviously, the Xbox has no games and exclusive. Will it be, or is it be? I'm not saying that exclusives are not important, because I believe they give a console its soul, its identity. But what's more important in this landscape right now? AAA multi-plats or exclusives?
Who want to go first?
Last part. And going forward, we all know who's going to have the better version of these said multi-plats. So in this landscape right now, not saying it's cool. I don't like it. The Lucky Tell stuff, I've done countless videos about it, so I'm not sure you post it anyway, okay? But so in this landscape, right, what do you think is more important, AAA multi-plats or exclusive? I gave you an example. Would you think it'd be a bigger blow if Sony didn't have Horizon Zero Dawn, or was it a bigger blow if they didn't get Destiny 2?
Right.
Okay, so
yeah, multi-plats are definitely the most important and going forward. You have your console exclusive, that's fine, man. But these multi-platform games are what moves. These are what the games that bring up the mass numbers. Your Call of Duties, all these big AAA titles I'm talking about here. Those are the most important going forward. Xbox One X is going to have the best place to play that, and that is going to bring in the most revenue. And if those start catching on and people start coming over to the X for the power and they see how good it is, then the Xbox will start getting this timed exclusive DLC like the PS4 has been getting for years. Where they get exclusive Destiny 2 content for a timed amount of time. These are where companies make most of their money at, unfortunately, and that's where they're going to go to. So in my opinion, multi-plats are the most important thing going forward, and they're going to be always. Exclusives are cool. Everybody likes playing exclusives, but how many multi-plats do you play a year versus exclusives? I know I play a hell of a lot more multi-plats per year. That's actually mostly what I play. You might play an exclusive here and there, finish it. And every once in a while, a good one comes out, like what's PUBG's coming out. That's coming to Xbox in 3 months. Those take off, but in my opinion, everybody's playing multi-plats all year round, waiting for a couple exclusive here and there. So multi-plats are the king when it comes to the gamer experience.
What about you? No, what's more?
I reckon. Well, it's I look at it like this. Right now, I look at the results and stuff. So right now, the Nintendo Switch has no third party whatsoever, but it's just managed to outsell.
Well, they do.
What more? Like
they got NBA 2K18, FIFA. They got two fucking major franchises right there.
Just now. That's
just now. Yeah,
literally
right.
That's
just now, right?
But literally in the past 2 weeks,
right?
But before then,
right? But they're getting
it already sold.
Plus, like you said, all the Japanese third-party support they're getting. But sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but it already Street Fighter 2, the original Street Fighter 2. People ran out to buy a Switch because they can play the original Street Fighter 2. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, a lot. That's sold well for them. Yeah, a port.
Yeah. So what I was saying is Nintendo up until the past 2 weeks, and until we knew that Doom was coming out, Nintendo never really had any third party and shit like that. So, but they managed to outsell the Xbox One and on occasion the PlayStation 4 consistently for like since they've been out and shit like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And I reckon that's part of because of the novelty of the console, because it's a really cool idea, and the fact that they've got really good games and they don't have droughts like they did with the Wii U. Now, they probably could have did this before with the Wii U if they didn't have the game droughts. That was the one thing. And every month, Nintendo have bangers. Like next week, they've got a new Fire Emblem. Gotta cop that. The week after that, that's Mario. Fucking hell. The week after that, One Piece. Nobody is fucking with Nintendo at the moment. My boy at Sony right now says they're scrambling. Watch the games that are coming from them soon. Anyway, it's about exclusives. That's why we fucking buy these consoles. Multi-plats are on every console. And if you're a gamer, you have a console. Now, the hardcore out of us are gonna upgrade and get an Xbox One X. And for those people who do, they're going to be more focused on multi-plats. But for the average gamer who can already get on a game like Shadow of Mordor on a console that they've already got, it's going to be about the games. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only experience that they haven't got. Because if they can buy Shadow of Mordor, they're going to buy Shadow of Mordor. It doesn't fucking matter if it's in 4K or not. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about, yo, I want that new Fist of the North Star game that's coming out next year. Can I get it on Xbox? No. Oh shit, I want the new Smash Brothers. Can I get that on Xbox? No. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll come back to that. First, can I come back to that real quick?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And I'm gonna say this in the respectful way I can, but you are dumb as fuck if you think the PS4 or Sony and Microsoft are scrambling or they're worried about Nintendo catching them or taking over the crown.
I know that Sony.
No, they're not, bro.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They ain't scared. They ain't scared of Nintendo. Who your boy? Your boy.
First of all, I know people that I work at Sony, and second of all, so both Sony and Nintendo are Japanese companies.
MVP. There's no way.
Already caught up to Sony.
You're talking about, man, like,
hold on.
Nobody
finish. Nintendo have already caught up to Sony themselves.
You interrupted me, man. The Switch, the mass majority of people have a Switch don't just have a Switch. That's not their primary console. They have a PS4 or Xbox or PC as well. So they're still buying the multiplats. They want to play that shit. They're buying that console. I'll give it to you that. People buy Nintendo consoles for their Marios and their Zeldas and shit like that. That is the only reason why they're doing so well. But Sony and Microsoft, man, they're not scared of Nintendo. They're not scrambling because they don't have the multiplats. They're not going to get the multiplats.
What are you talking about? It doesn't matter about the multiplats. If Nintendo can keep providing compelling experiences, Nintendo can keep providing compelling experience, people will buy it. And it's been proven because within like 2 months, they've already caught up to like Sony's lifetime sales in Japan. Sony are a Japanese company. That's a fucking problem. Right. That means that Nintendo are officially the Switch is officially on Sony's doorstep now with the sales.
They ain't nowhere near Sony or Xbox level, man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on Nintendo. Don't get me started with parts. I'm not doubting that it's selling well, but it's not going to sell anywhere as near as PS4 and Xbox One. And as far as the sales number goes, Call of Duty World War II, that's never ever coming to Switch. Destiny 2 never coming to Switch. Red Dead, all these big titles never coming to fucking. Yes, it does, because those are the games people want to play. Those are the big AAA multiplats that people want. Destiny this year, the biggest seller is going to be Destiny 2.
As you said already, people can already play those games. As we both said, people can already play those games. So if there's games that are exclusive, they're going to go to somewhere that they can get those games. I can already play both of those games because I have a fucking PlayStation 4 and an Xbox.
That's what I mean.
But if there's another game that I don't, but if there's another game like Mario, I'm going to have to go and buy it.
I'm not down that. You're buying a Switch, but to say that, PS4, Sony and Microsoft are scared of Nintendo, like Nintendo's going to catch them or outsell them or be on their level as far as tech and party chat and interface and service shit like that, no fucking way, man. Nobody's sweating Nintendo.
Who has more market share? Who has more gaming market share in the industry? Nintendo or Microsoft?
Say it again. In the what? In the what share?
Who has more market share in the gaming industry? Nintendo or Microsoft?
As far as what? What, in Japan?
Fucking hell. What language am I speaking? Who has worldwide, homeboy? Who has more market share, Nintendo or Microsoft?
I don't answer that fucking question, man. Who gives a fuck about that? The market share? What? You tell me Nintendo has more market share?
Yeah, Nintendo have more market share. Nintendo have market share, and the Switch has made that worse. So hell yeah.
What do you mean by market share? Explain yourself.
That's what I'm.
What?
specify what you mean by. Are you talking about hardware or software in regards to market share?
Hardware. That's what it's always about.
What do you mean market share? They have 5 million units out there. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't understand what
whatever
you're
it's
saying.
gonna be, it's always gonna be combined with the DS and shit like that. So.
Oh my God, you're bringing the DS in this shit, really? You are desperate, man. You are proving.
No, I'm not.
I think you're fucking Nintendo.
That's the way it
That's
is.
the worst.
That's the way it is. That's the way it is. I don't talk in semantics and shit. I don't know. That's the way it is.
Get the fuck out of here. Everything you said, I'll tell you, most people, man, like I talk to on YouTube or whatever else, like even if I beef with them a little bit, we're cool after. You're talking nothing, no sense at all in this shit, man. You keep spitting like bullshit out points at, and next gen proved that when he pulled that article up. To say that Nintendo is coming after Xbox and PS4 is scrambling, that's fucking crazy. And then to say they have a market share above Microsoft, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, of course they do, you moron. How do Nintendo?
They have 5 million fucking units compared
to market share than Nintendo.
What do you mean by market share? Explain what the fuck you're talking about market share. You tell me that they have more consoles, they have more hardware. What is it?
So you really need me to explain market share to you? Are you that stupid?
No. What space you're talking about?
Are you really that stupid? You need me
what space you're talking about? Yeah, go ahead. I guess tell me. Explain it.
How can you get?
So no, explain it to me. If you fucking know, explain it. So I can start I'm fucking full of shit.
How do I get more basic than talk?
Fucking tell me that. Tell everybody in the chat to tell us. Tell what the fuck.
How do I get more basic?
Well, I'm waiting on your fucking explanation here, man. Because I don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about.
I actually do, and I already.
Well, fucking tell me that.
What you're trying to hold on.
Oh my!
What I'm not gonna do is try and do what you want me to do, because you want me to go off point because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So what
I told you, I don't understand what you're saying.
Hold on, get on your knees, do what you used to do. Get on your knees, put your hands out, and hold the L. Nickel boy, because that's what you're used to.
Say nickel boy?
I already explained it to you. I speak English.
No, you have not explained what you mean by market share. Tell me how the fuck they have more market share.
So you're gonna listen.
Tell me.
I don't repeat myself.
Tell us. You didn't say in the fucking
idiot. Hold the L.
Listen, no, you're gonna take the fucking L.
Here's the crayon.
No, you can't answer the question. You can't answer the fucking question, man.
I can't answer the question. I did it before. I said hardware.
I fucking asked you what you meant by market share. You said hardware. If you're saying hardware, then you're fucking wrong. 5 million consoles they have out there, right? Compared to what? 47 million from
Xbox. I already said it includes the DS. What the hell is wrong with you? And because you did it, hold on, shut your mouth.
The DS. The fact that you brought DS in this shit shows
shut up. Because you didn't like the answer. You tried to say I was tripping, but it's what it is.
One at a time now. One at a time.
No, he ain't gonna stop talking to us. I'm fucking talking, man. He ain't talking to me. You're a fucking UK.
You're a fuck boy. Nintendo sold the DS because you don't like the answer.
You fucking accent makes me fucking cringe, man. You brought the fucking DS in this shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. You were that desperate to get the DS in that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
They make the DS. Why don't you like? You don't like the fact that Nintendo liked the DS. Stop being a fuckboy.
No, that wasn't in the fucking. We're talking about consoles. You're bringing fucking a whole other market in this shit. You're talking about they have control of the market.
The DS not a console.
The handheld console. The handheld console.
The DS not a console.
The handheld console. It's not a home console.
What was the second word you just said?
Handheld console. It's a handheld console. Doesn't matter what the fuck second one I said. It's the first word. Handheld is what it fucking means. You're fucking reaching. You want to brought up 3DS in the first place?
So much. We've gone so far off the original.
You talk about nothing, man. You bring up no faith at all.
That's what you try and do. That's what you try and do.
Where's the article you're talking about? Oh, no, you trying to flip shit around, man. Shush your mouth. What kind of grown man says shush? You sound like doing still with his fucking mom, bro.
This is what you try to do. You try and misdirect it. First of all,
I try to misdirect shit.
Hold on.
What do you keep saying? Fuck, bud. What do you keep saying? I can't understand. I haven't listened very close to the debate, man.
First of all, do not try and boil everything down to that Forza point, because above all, in this debate, you got destroyed, homeboy. You just got straight up destroyed. You didn't come with any facts.
No, you had no facts over time.
Nobody's gonna go and buy.
You got your source from the no.
Hold on. I'm cleaning you up, rude boy, because you've been talking shit this whole evening.
What kind of language are you talking about, rude boy?
Hold on. You can't boil down everything down to semantics. Look, it's a simple fact here that hardware, no matter whether portable or home, is considered as market share. Because you didn't want to accept that, we've gone so far off the original point. This is just bullshit to talk about now. There's been so many times you made points, whether I agreed with it or not. I was just quiet and I listen to what you said so I can retort. Don't just because you don't like the point say, that's bullshit. Because hear what? You're wrong. Like, handheld consoles are included in market share. At the end of the day, what did you... Okay, cool. At the end of the day, what did you say to refute the fact that the Switch is outselling the Xbox One?
I didn't say anything about that. It's also on the Xbox One.
Exactly.
That's a fact right now.
Shut up.
Right now, shut up. Look, I ain't Halo, bro. You better chill the fuck out, bro.
Let me finish my point.
No, I don't finish shit, man. Tell me shut the fuck up.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. See, hold on. And why do you reckon this?
I can tell you're a bitch, man. I can tell you're a bitch, man, by where you.
Oh yeah, I'm a bitch because I'm right.
I can tell, man. Go ahead, finish your point, man.
Shut up. Let me finish my point.
Go ahead.
Let me be a bitch and finish my point. Cool. Why is the Xbox One being outsold by the Nintendo Switch?
Probably because it's new, and because
it's new.
Yeah, it's a new.
Was new.
That was your fucking debate. That was your argument earlier, right?
The Ouya was new. The Ouya was new.
Nintendo is an established market, man. They released a new console. People bought. Yeah, it's doing very well in Japan, and they sold 5 million units. Like they're outselling the Xbox PS4 currently. That's just not gonna last forever, man. I'm not saying they're not gonna do well. Of course they are, but I'll go back to the original point here. They're not going to do better than PS4 or Xbox, even if they have the market share like you were talking about.
You're not answering.
What is your question? What's your question?
You're not answering what I said. Why do you reckon the Switch is outselling the Xbox One? Because it's not like it's outselling both of them. It's outselling just the Xbox One.
It's outselling the PS4 too.
Not consistently.
Well, why are you talking about?
Fucking hell.
We talk not consistently. Fucking hell.
Do you speak out the English?
No, because you keep going. You keep doing weird fucking points, dude. Consistently.
Do you speak out the English?
Did it outsell it or did it outsell it consistently? You keep trying to put the fucking script around on me. So it has outsold it.
How am I flipping the script?
No, it has outsold it, correct? No, you said not consistently. So it did outsell it.
What's going on? You just don't want to admit that.
I asked you a question. You don't answer shit. I asked you if it outsold PS4 and Xbox. You said it's outsold both. I said, or just the Xbox. I said PS4. You said not consistently. So it has outsold in the past, correct?
Yeah, but not consistently.
Oh,
My point is that it's
consistently.
Why is it consistently outselling the Xbox but not the PS4?
We already know the Xbox doesn't sell well in Japan, man. That's the reason that shit's outselling the Xbox.
I'm talking about worldwide, though. It's worldwide.
No, I'm talking about fucking Japan, because you got most of the fucking consoles in Japan. Xbox don't sell well in Japan.
That's nice that you're
that's why you're killing the numbers.
I'm making my point, and it's nice that you're adding to my point, but I'm making a point.
That's why the numbers are like that.
Can you answer the question I'm asking you? You can ask me questions after, and I swear to God, I'll fucking answer them. But I need you to answer my questions.
Go ahead.
Why is it consistently outselling the Xbox but not the PS4?
Probably, and I know not probably. This is a fucking fact. I know people buy that shit simply for fucking Mario. And the point that it's handheld is appealing to a lot of people
because of the games. Oh, so going along with the fact that you just said it's
I just told you earlier. I admitted it earlier. You're not doing anything, man. I told you earlier. I said in this debate.
Didn't you say an hour
Nintendo
ago?
consoles sell because of the content? Because if it wasn't for the first party titles, nobody would fucking buy it. Nobody would buy it.
Your man's getting mad. You mad, man? Dipset. Okay. Didn't your man an hour ago say that he bought a PlayStation 4 just for Last of Us? Get this faggot the fuck out of here, man.
Get this faggot.
Yo, watch the tone, man. Watch the tone. Yo, watch what we saying. We got people in the chat that might feel offended about the words we use.
That's him, bro. He said, get this faggot out of here, bro.
Look. This has been a wonderful debate, man. Y'all guys brought it. You know what I'm saying? But we finna wind this up, man. Both of y'all brought it, man.
Take it to the chat section. If you think Jwags, the new guy, the new kid on the block, no pun intended, utterly destroyed my man, the Black Jew, MVP type 1. If you think MVP knocked him out and peed in his mouth, whatever the case may be, type 2. Right
Not only that, Nithos will be making a poll.
Part 3, a rematch. Somewhere down a couple weeks down the line, let me know in the chat right now. We got 1 for Jwags, 2 for the deadly MVP. What we got? What's going on here, man?
Nithos will be making a poll via Twitter.
Fuck that nigga.
Nithos will be making a poll via Twitter I'll bring via the broadband Twitter so y'all can vote on there too.
Oh man, that nigga MVP said he won't post that. That's what I'm.
He's not ready. He's not ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's not ready for me, man. Nah, bro.
That's what
he need probably one more person or something like that. He not ready for me.
Let me say one thing. Listen again before we go. Get up. Like I said, shout out to both guys. It's been fun.
Yeah, no, shout out to Wax. Shout out to Wax.
Thanks for both of these guys showing up, man. And
we have the official Discord also. What the hell? We got you guys gonna join the Discord. We're gonna be in there more bugging out. Ranking with you guys. Also, too, again, if you think you got what it takes, you think you got this smoke to come up here, and you know what I mean? And I'll give you T Reaper. I'll give you an easy one. You think you can beat the Sony guy? And you think you can beat T Reaper? I mean, PlayStation guy, you think you want to choke the hell out of Halo Storm? Whatever the case may be, get at me, man. We working.
Matter of fact. If a person in the chat want to debate somebody on the panel, let us know. If a person in the chat want to debate somebody in the chat, let us know.
We're going to make it happen. If somebody in the chat want to debate somebody in the chat, the 5 greatest rappers, Dylan, and Dylan. You know, we doing it over here, man. They ain't listen, man. They joke, they try to steal my juice, but ain't no more. I'm back, man. I'm back from the dead, man. But listen again. We got the no, I'm sorry. Listen, also we talking about the writer. We need writers. If you want
yo. www.biggamersmalltalk.com. That is the website. You get links to all the panelists' website and blogs and their content. But we're looking for some content created in regards of writing and reviewing games, writing articles about the games, what's going on in the game industry, everything evolving around gaming. If that is you, if you are interested, reach out to some of the amens in the chat, Moss, Nithus, Next Gen 720, myself, either via Twitter or Facebook or any other social media outlet where you can contact us. Let us know, and we'll definitely connect with y'all, and we'll make it happen from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the link also too. Like I said, and again, a shameless plug, but like I said, everything we do here, we do off the cuff. If you want to get down and support what we got going on, if you enjoy the content that that we give you guys, you know what I mean, I'd like to give the what do you call it? The people that come debate at least $20. Ain't much, but it's something. You know what I mean? But here's the Patreon. We got the new logos. For the VIP members, you will be getting a t-shirt. As soon as we get the final logo, the final part of the print, the logo, we'll be sending you a t-shirt. So shout out to you guys. Here's the link, like I said, for the Patreon. And Nithos, do me a favor, please. I don't know, for the Halo Storm on, but we got the not the multi, I'm sorry. We got the Discord. I'm gonna get the permanent link. I should have it, but I don't have it here on my screen. I'm gonna leave the link for the permanent Discord down below. This is Craig Simmons. Hey, Craig Simmons, hold on 1 second. I guess he want to come on the show. Hey, Craig.
Yo, Nithus, drop the link for the broadband Twitter too.
Good brother. Give me 1 second. All right. We got somebody want to join. That's what's up, man. But again, like I said, if you can donate $2, whatever the case. We're trying to, the ultimate goal is to get a radio station. I'm telling you that right now, we're gonna make it happen, man. We already got the website. We're working. Like, so if you want to review games, and some people might want to come in front of the camera, maybe you just want to write the reviews. You know what I mean? And sometimes, I am able to get review copies of a lot of things. It's gonna, just do it. But I don't. If I don't, I have to buy the copy. And again, I'm a man of very little means, so everything a little bit helps. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because I'm really, really trying to take this thing here to the next level and bring a level of professionalism, to what we got going on. But again, thank you all for rocking out with this. It was kind of spur of the moment. But listen, going forward, hopefully, God willing, like I said, my grandma said in the creek don't rise. I will be promoting starting at the beginning of the week so you guys can know and be more consistent with these debates. But it's hard sometimes to get people to do them. You know what I mean? it's for fun. It's always entertainment. And a lot of times people don't, I thought my man MVP ducked, but I told him no. But he's 5 hours ahead of us. So it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning again for him right now. So again, I appreciate it very much, MVP, for coming on. As always, my man, my brother. But yeah, I'm gonna let you shout out a post a piece of shit, man. I don't trust him a damn self.
Don't send him off. Yeah, don't send him off.
You know,
that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, but again, thank you guys for rocking out with us. Hit the like button for us, please. It really, really helps the show and more ways than one. And last but not least, we have a Star Wars. We're doing our official giveaway for you guys. We have the Star Wars Battlefront 2 giveaway. All you have to do is basically subscribe to the channel, watch the first broadband bulletin, you know, hit the like button on it. And you're ultimately, listen, I don't pick the winners. It's done automatically on the site. You know what I mean? So, you know, so I can't put the link in the chat for whatever reason doesn't allow us to, but the link to the giveaway for Star Wars Battlefront 2 will be in the first comment. Once the video finalized, it'll be in the first comment. The link to our Discord will be there. The link to the website, Patreon, you know, whatever the case.
You need to drop the link to our broadband Twitter too, broadband bully Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter and put the link right now to your channel. Hey, Jwags, I gotta make you you're an admin. Type something type something right now in the chat so I can add you, and you too, MVP, so I can you can leave your link too. I gotta make you guys admin, so you can just leave the link for your channel. But, you know, I mean, you know, everybody know you know everybody. I mean, but type something right now, or Jwags, so you can leave the link to your channel.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Nethus, put the link to your channel post. Listen. Last but not least, I need a Nintendo guy. Frozen, you come to the first. Shout out to you, my man. You come to the show, you support. You are a Nintendo guy. Listen, bro. Come out here and debate.
Frozen, Mike, bro.
Yeah. What's up? Come out here and debate. I'm looking for a Nintendo guy to come out here and debate. You know, you can. Listen, I will even bring my sick ass out of retirement. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case. I need a Nintendo guy, PC guy. You know, I want a Nintendo guy, PC guy. I mean, whatever the case. Come on here, like I said, you're here every week, bro. Listen, ain't about who wins or loses, it's about having fun, my man. You know what I mean? I give each participant $20. It ain't much, but like I said, my man, very little means. Now we got Crackhead Harris. He posted the video next week. I don't know, but next week I can't credit on Craig. We want to have a bucket of dark meat only. Craig got a bunch of demands. It ain't like that. But next week we're gonna have Mr. 100 versus Alex. You like that?
Woo!
We got Mr. 100 versus Alex next Friday. And we're gonna do it about
make sure y'all tune in for that one.
Yo, who working like next gen? Who doing like that broadband bullies presents, man? You know what I mean? For real. But like I said again, we out of here. Thank you guys. Hold on. For rocking out. They're asking me who Jwags is. Well, I'm on Jwags. What's his J 412, right? There's a link to his channel right here. So my man Jwags, some love. New to this thing, part of the broadband bullies. I got my man Xbox Juice. He in the comment section. Moss, you guys leave the links to your channels here. Here you go. Again, thank you for rocking out, and we out of here. Bang, thank you, appreciate it, man. Hit the like button, man, right now. Please hit the like button. Listen, if you just tuned in right now to see it's still 50 live or whatever, take the show back to the beginning. We had some classics, man. It was a very, very good show. It was a good show, my man. MVP, very, very entertaining dude, man. Very funny as hell, man. But we out of here. I don't see the end button. Oh, there's at the bottom. Thank you. Hey, Craig Simmons, I'm about to hit you back right now. All right, thanks. Bang, we out of here.